Okay, we're back. Our coffees are here. So,
second question.
Second question. You've been releasing on noir music in Poker Flats. You had this thing on Bedrock. You just told me that you had something on Suara.
Yeah.
Did something change when you started releasing on these labels?
Did something change?
Yeah, on your career, because you know that, for example, Suara, that they make their own showcases.
Yeah.
That brings it to another level. Even now that they're releasing every 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Just to have Suara or these kind of brands as your affiliations.
Yeah.
Your name goes in a different place. Did you feel that?
Yeah, I feel that. Just now when you mention it, because I played last Saturday at Hive in Zurich live at a Poker Flat showcase.
Yeah.
So Poker Flat is a known label for more than 15 years, I think. So the people on the dance floor were a bit more grown up, you know, like than like other younger labels where you have maybe 19 to beginning of 20 years old people. It was a bit older and grown up, and yeah, it was nice to see that the people are still going out and love what they hear and following the label. That's something I realize. And what else? Of course, on Facebook you always get feedback from other kinds of people, other fan bases. You have Noir has its own fan base. You have Poker Flat has its own fan base. But I think it's important not to release on too many labels in the end of the day. I think that's a fault we did with Kruse Nürnberg in the very beginning of our career. That we thought it's a good move to just spread the music on as many places as you can. I think it's important to have some home bases.
Yeah.
And for me, solo or with Hendrik as well, right now it's Poker Flat, it's Green, the label of Euros One, and it's of course Noir, because he's one of my mentors. I really like him personally and musically, and yeah, I like what he's doing, and I know him personally and his wife as well, and there's such great people.
But right now you're deciding these kind of things for a strategic point of view, or also because you're following that sound of the label, because you just said something about 4 different labels that they have like a huge ample of genres.
Yeah. For me, it was big luck this year, like big luck. We spent this 1 week in this house in Denmark, Hendrik and I, and had this musical session, and we came home with 5 almost finished tracks, or even more. I think it was 6. And like 3 months later, we finished them and sent them to labels. And of course, how do you proceed? You know, you make a list of labels you like. And you can imagine this sounds fit that label. So it was like on the list was Noir Music, was Poker Flat, and it was Green. And we sent out the tracks, and all 3 labels signed the tracks, which is like a miracle, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Very good luck. And yeah, but of course I like the music of the labels. It's not no strategy or something. It's just because I love what they put out.
And that's for my other question, because it's not easy to get to those labels.
Yeah.
So are you working with the management just to get to those people, or just straightforward?
Yeah. I'm now working with the management, yes, but when I send out the tracks, I was just using the contacts I made in the last 7 years. Of course, I go to the events like Sonar, ADE, what else, WMC, not so much, but I've been once. And you always see the same people, and they start remembering you. And of course, if there's an email coming from my side, they might remember me from one night or something, and then they might open it, listen to it. And yeah, I think that's an advantage I have, because I'm in this scene for such a long time.
Yeah. So you think that helps, just to be in all the events and people to see your face, and then when you send an email, they remember you?
Of course, you need to make an appointment, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Just not be there. But yeah, I think that helps a lot. Like for me, the Amsterdam dance event is a real business event, and I love to go there. And even if I'm not playing, I go there to make some appointments and to see DJs play, or to talk to people.
Which one is the one that you think that is ADE more than Sonar or more than the Winter Music Conference?
I think Sonar is for fun, because the weather is nice, the ocean is nice.
There's a lot of nice, good food and everything.
Yeah, good food, great vibe. But for business, it's ADE. Even if it's raining, you know, everyone's doing business. And they are standing in the rain and making business. They don't care. Yeah, so I think if you want to make business, you go to ADE.
2 more questions. Do you feel that you're following the trends, or you just do your thing?
I think it's both, you know. It's yeah, of course the sound is changing, the scene is changing, and when I realize what I play is not what I produce, then I know that I have to, you know, adjust the screws to make it, yeah, to make it more similar. Because I once realized people know me from my productions, and they come to my show, and then I play a complete different set. They're like maybe disappointed because they don't hear what they expect. Sometimes some people are like more like, oh wow, cool, I didn't expect that. Can happen as well. But I want to be similar to what I play, and right now I love all those ARPs. I love those tracks of Stefan Botzin. We were talking about this before, Systematic, Poker Flat, all that, and yeah, that's why I go into that direction. But I never forget my roots, and yeah.
Because you know that when I was interviewing Johnny White from our department, he told me, I read an interview a long time ago that he said that there's been a while that he didn't force himself to play the art department productions.
Yeah.
But now you're just telling me the opposite thing, that you just want the people to listen the things that you produce, or the same vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanna play my tracks. That's important. Yeah. Otherwise I can't see how they work on the dance floor, you know? And if I feel like my tracks don't fit into my sets, it's like it's weird.
So tell me, next things, what is coming?
Next release is the 20th of July, the next Poker Flat EP, like the follow-up. Then in end of August, beginning of September, it's Steve's other label called Audiomatic, the sister label of Poker Flat, with a very nice Tim Engelhardt remix. I just got it last week and it's brilliant, just like such a trip. And I did a remix for Zuara, for Effect. This is coming in between those two. I don't have the release date in my mind right now, but yeah, and that's it so far.
For you, right now with the music, that now it got really technical, let's say, that all the mix and mastering parts have like a strong impact on the tracks, sometimes more than the creative parts.
Yeah.
Because we were talking that like there's a lot of sounds that are coming back, that they're using samples from the 70s, 80s, 90s, but it's mostly drum racks, 808, 909, 303, and all those things. And I think that we're getting into less melodic and more groovy and
functional.
Yeah, functional. For you, if you have to say in 100%, which one is your percentage of technical or creation on the proper meaning?
Oh, I think it's 50-50, I would say. You know, like first I start working on a groove, and if I think it's rolling and the groove is nice, then I start with the melodies. Normally, like it's not working all the time. Sometimes I start with the bass line as well, it happens. But I would say in 70 or 80% when I sit in my studio, I start with the groove, with the beat. But of course, for me, the track is only working if there's a hook you can remember in the end of the day, and it has some emotional parts in there. So I try to make just groovy beats which work from second first until like minute 7 or 8.
Yeah.
But for some reason I'm not the guy who's in charge for this. Maybe other people can do better.
Florian, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. It's very nice.
We'll hear you soon.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll continue checking. Please subscribe to our channels and check all the other things that we are doing. Yep, sounds fair. Bye. And if there's somebody that you want us to interview, please write us. And if you have their contact, it's even better. So, subscribe. Bye.